Hi, welcome to this tutorial. By the end of this video, you will know how to navigate this app. Log into a registered account given by our Language Studio. You will see this interface after you have logged in. Click the top upper button labeled L1 in green. You will see all levels being displayed on the screen. It includes Pinyin, level 1 all the way down to level 7. If you want to learn the basics first, you can start with Pinyin. Choose the first orange box that is labeled in Pinyin. Then, you will see Pinyin chart, Pinyin test, as well as 20 Pinyin lessons labeled in Pre-1 to Pre-20. I will show you how to use the Pinyin chart first. From this chart, the initials are in the first column and the finals are in the first row. Different pinyin combinations are shown. If you want to know their pronunciations, click on that particular pinyin. For example, if I want to know how ma is pronounced in the first tone, I just have to click on ma.
Ma.
If I want to know the third tone, I will click on the third tone sign on top.
马
I can also choose the last option labeled in the 4 tone marks. It will produce the sound for all the 4 tones together.
妈 马 马 ma.
Next, to test your pinyin proficiency, you can click the pinyin test button located right next to the pinyin chart. The questions are designed to test if you can differentiate the different tone sound.
人
You are given a limited time to complete each question. Click the correct option to gain points.
晕
If it is your first time learning Pinyin, probably you may want to assess the lessons labeled Pre-1 to Pre-20. It will teach you the basics of Pinyin, including initials, finals, the 5 tones, as well as some basic Pinyin rules. After understanding how the Pinyin lesson package works, let us come back to this interface. There are a total of 7 levels available in this app. They are arranged in increasing difficulty. To assess the levels, you first have to click the level 1 box in green. When you see this screen, click the level test button located on top. This level test will determine your current level of proficiency. For example, if your proficiency is at level 2, you will be able to unlock level 2 without having to go through level 1. This is the purpose of the level test. The level test takes about 5 minutes to complete. Let's have a brief view on how the level test is conducted. Click Start the level test to proceed. You will first go through a vocabulary test. Usually, there are 4 options provided. Choose the option that you think is correct. You will see green when you choose the right answer and red when you choose the wrong answer. If you answered many questions wrongly, the test will end shortly. However, if you have answered many questions correctly, you will then proceed to grammar test. Do the same like how you have completed your vocabulary test by putting the words in the right place. After you have completed the level test, your test result will be shown on the screen. It will inform you your current level of proficiency and unlock your level accordingly. Click Start Learning to proceed. After you have received your test result, you will be directed to your level accordingly. For each level, there are around 24 stages. Each stage takes around 20 to 35 minutes to complete. Since I've completed Level 1 Stage 1 already, let's use Level 1 Stage 2. The topic on occupations is an example. This stage includes vocabulary, grammar, text, and a small test to sum up your learning through each stage. You have to go through them one by one in order to move on to the next. Let's start with learning vocabulary first. This page shows you the keywords that you will be learning in this stage. Press Start to continue.
他
To learn the pronunciation, press the speaker button located at the bottom left corner.
他
To practice speaking, press the middle microphone button once and pronounce the character accordingly. Follow the instruction on the screen. 他 AI will assess the accuracy of your pronunciation. The score ranges from 0 to 100. 100 is the highest score you can achieve. To practice writing, press the pen button on the bottom right corner. The writing and the stroke order will be shown on the screen. You can press the triangle button on the left to repeat the writing. You can also press the pen button in the middle to practice writing it. An incorrect stroke or the stroke that is written in the wrong order will be nullified. To continue, you have to write it in the correct order and manner. If you are confident enough to write the character without a hint, you can press the I button located on the right to hide the character. Then, press the pen button again to practice writing it. To see the pinyin, you can press the top right button labeled in the pinyin symbol A. It will display the pinyin for that character or word. To save the content you wish to review later, you can press the star button on the top right corner. The two-dot button on top also allows you to adjust other settings. For example, if you turn on the translation mode, you'll be able to see the translation of the word in English. If you turn on the slow mode function, the speed of pronunciation will slow down for you. You can choose whether if you want to turn on the sound effect by adjusting the sound button. Press the bottom right arrow to move on to the next learning point.
她叫王丽丽。
After you have learned the vocabulary for that stage, you will be able to move on to the next activity, which is grammar. The functions mentioned previously also apply to the remaining activities. Complete the 4 activities in order to move on to the next stage in this level. After you have completed all the activities in this stage, you'll be able to see your scores on the right side of the page. To review what you have learned, you can press the book button located on the top right corner. From here, you can see text, vocab, as well as grammar. If not, you can move on to the next stage in this level. The bottom of the screen shows you the amount of time you have studied using this app. Apart from the study button, there's the review, ranking, and me buttons located on the bottom of the page. The review function allows you to study the content that you have started during your learning process. They are categorized into vocabulary and grammar. The ranking function allows you to see where you stand among the pool of learners who also uses the app. When you press the Me button, you can access your knowledge bank, which contains the vocabulary and grammar points you have learned so far. The textbook option provides all the materials you need for your revision purpose, from level 1 all the way down to level 7. So that's the end of this tutorial. I hope you will enjoy your time learning Chinese on this platform. Goodbye.